Sup my little pulselings, how's it going? Hope all is well in your world. If you like the video, subscribe and you'll be notified when another one's up. Sup pulsers, thank you for joining me today. We are looking at Mr. FARMBOY. Let's hear from the developer. Mr. FARMBOY is a cute farming game with automation. Build your dream farm, grow crops, raise animals, attract villagers and hire workers to automate everything. So this is the demo. So we're going to go to options. Right, there's no game display options. There's no real video options. Audio is there. Cool. Inputs. Nope. Gamepad. Nope. Accessibility. Nope. I think this was just released before it should have been, especially the demo. There's not enough in the demo. But we'll jump into it. Now, I'm not going to edit or jump ahead, which I normally do in some of these building games, because once you've built something, you can kind of like see where it's going. You can just jump to the end. Like, you don't need to see every single bit of a building placement. However, in this, because I want to show you one of the main issues in this game. Well, I'll say two. So apart from the issues with the options, especially this being a PC game, I do think you need some basic stuff for the PC games. One of them is a display resolution. Different people have different monitors, different people have different graphics cards. So I don't know how well this is going to play on your thing. The demo played fine though, I will say that. But I do think that should have been in the options. That's why I think this is a bit too early. So you start digging along. When I first looked at some gameplay footage with some other people of this, they edited all this part at the beginning. So you don't really see how slow this is to build up your first part of the town. I think this is a bit of an issue, is the speed. You can't speed it up. Can't do it for that. So, right, Q and G. These are your achievements. So this is how you unlock stuff. You do whatever in this one to unlock the next one. And that's basically how it goes. So the first one I've got to unlock is market. So I need 40 stone and 40 wood. Now it doesn't tell you any of this at the beginning, which is a problem. There's no tutorial. There's no way to speed up time in an automated game. I understand your little characters going around doing stuff, but it's the automated part of the game. So you've got to wait ages for anything to grow and crop. Even though it's only like 20-30 seconds each time, but you have to replant everything and redo it all. So when you have a farmer in that who can help you with the automated side of it, it is a lot faster, but it's getting up to the point of where you have said farmer. Now if you look at the top, there are brown coins, silver coins and gold coins. So as well as the speed thing that should really be sorted, there's also the problem with those coins. So they will unlock every so often. So you can't actually get the silver coins, or I haven't found a way. You get it by every few hundred of copper coins. I'm not too sure because I wasn't paying attention. That's okay in theory. In reality, you need 5 of those coins. So if it is 100 for the silvers, that make each one. If you need 3 and then 5 to unlock the all-made people, it just takes way too long. So the first one is 2, but the price goes up every time you unlock one. So it takes quite a while for you to get to the part where you can actually make these guys. No one else's video has shown that bit. No one else has mentioned that bit. Like I said, I don't normally play these kind of games. I need to clear the area. Right, let me clear this stone. I don't normally play these type of games because I prefer to be automated rather than growing everything. That's what attracted me to this game, is the fact that you can automate stuff. I thought, oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool. But it takes ages to actually get to that point if you don't know what you're doing. Because at no point does it tell you about the achievement side of it. It just shows you a picture. That's it. I've literally shown you the entire tutorial, which is nothing. I think this game would greatly benefit from a tutorial. You've got to click this road up to the bridge, otherwise you can't use the market. Now the market is where you sell stuff. So certain rubbish, actually you can make quite a nice little profit of that. This will then give you the brass coins. So you have to go plant a load of crop, and then you probably get your first farmer. Right, so I am going to do a road. The reason I'm doing a road is because your first farmer has to be connected by a road. If this road is not touching your crops, he won't plant anything. So I need to farm some bits and bobs. Right, let's go on to, where's it done? I need to unlock a house. So I need smarters to unlock a house, and I need a market. I've got a market, sweet. So I need those. I need 25, I'm going to call it corn, it's wheat, to unlock that. Which again, if you don't spot that straight away at the top, I thought, how many people are not going to spot that straight away? So if you don't spot it straight away, you're going to be clicking around wondering what the heck to do. I don't know about other games like this, because I haven't played these ones. Maybe they all tell you nothing and just chuck you into it. But I'm pretty sure, when I played one ages ago, I think it's Stardew Valley or something, which is actually a lot of fun, it tells you the basics. I don't know why you wouldn't do that, but there you go. So I'm going to get this area. The reason why I'm getting a large crop area is because when you automate it, you don't have to constantly come down here. So the game itself is actually really nice. It's just the fact it's got no tutorial, no real options for a PC game. That's actually quite a big thing. If this was on like a PlayStation or an Xbox, it doesn't really matter. But on PC, you kind of need the basic graphic stuff in this kind of game, because it's not like a card battler, which have really basic graphics. They all do. Most of them do anyway. Where you can get away with having without the graphics, because you can kind of know if your computer can play it by feel. But this has automation. It has it's a bigger size, more happening on the screen, so you kind of need that display settings. I'm not trying to be picky, I'm just letting you guys know it's not there in the demo. I gather it must be in the actual game though, because if it's not, that's crazy, because it says coming soon. So I think the developer might have made the demo and overlooked some of the stuff for the actual game, because I can't imagine they're selling a PC game without display settings. That's just weird to me. Anyway, I'm going to plant all this crop. By the time I'm done, the top ones should start harvesting. Now, when you get your first farmer, you need to plant the first load of crop in front of him. So even though I've already planted this crop, he's not going to figure it out. You have to do it in front of him when he's standing by the field, which has to be connected by the road. Otherwise, he'll do absolutely nothing. Now, the farmer was the only person that I got because of the coin thing and not being able to speed up. I think my ADHD goes against me in this kind of game. Because even with repetition, it takes a long time to get the actual coins going. And part of that is you have to constantly come over here and harvest like this, because the farmers won't do it. But there are gatherers now over there. It's just that it took way too long to get the coins. I actually think the silver coin bit should be taken out completely and just have the brass coins 40 or 50 for the farmer, because that's really easy to do. Right, come on, come on. Well, I'm going to sell all this corn in a sec. Let's go, can I extra all this? Let me take a poop on it. That'll fertilise the land. Yeah. But the game itself looks really nice. It's just a demo. It's actually not very thought out. And I do think a demo should have basic instructions of some kind. It's like you can get blueprints. I don't know how to unlock them. I've looked on the group talks and that, and they say you unlock them in the second part of the island, or you use them. Used for building unique buildings, 10 gold. Now this is the other bit. You can't automate in the market. So every time you have to go over here, collect crop, bring it here so they can sell it. And you can only have a couple. You should be able to have a... That should be unlocked automatically. So now you've got to wait for them to take that corn over here so you can get enough silver so you can buy a farmer for 2, and that will go up. Carriers are 5, gatherers are 8 for the first one. 97, 98. There they are, taking it all to the market. Yay! I need a house for my first farmer anyway. Look, as soon as it goes to 100, you get 1. So for the farmer, the first farmer, that's going to cost 200. That's going to cost 500. It's going to cost 800. Right, let's plant some tomatoes. You need a certain amount of tomatoes for houses as well. And as you can see, you have to pay to plant the crop. Now watch the silver coin, it's gone completely because I've had to put it to planting this crop. That's what confused me about the silver coin, because I went back and there was nothing later on. So I can't wait for all that to be sold. So I might as well plant some more corn so I can sell that again. And again, it's just this starting bit. Once you almost automation. Oh god, oh, something wrong with my talking today. More than usual. Because the automation takes over, I think the game would be quite interesting, but it's just getting to that point is long. Because I know this part now, because I've already played the way through it. The demo, which is way too short and doesn't have that much in it. It's the only reason I know this stuff is because I already done it. But the first part of it was just figuring it all out because there's no instructions. I do think there should be some kind of basic instructions. I don't think that's too much to ask, especially in a demo. It's supposed to demonstrate your game. That's what demo's for. For it just to be blank. I think game developer needs to work on this demo quite a bit. Because to me, this feels like doesn't even feel like early access. It feels like beta. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe I'll be really picky, but the amount of stuff that's just not there, it does feel that way to me. Alright, we've got the market, we've got tomatoes. Right, we need more tomatoes for the carrots, and we need to sell 20 tomatoes. Right, we don't even have 20 tomatoes yet, because I think I've sold all my original corn, or wheat. Why do I keep calling it corn? It's just this part of it. We're just waiting around quite a lot. What I did when I first played it, I went and just demolished the entire woodland because I was just going to be asked to wait around for the crop. I do think you should be able to set the market so that when you have a certain amount, it automatically sells. Anything over 20 of this wheat, automatically sell it. Would speed the game up quite nicely. Right, so that's right there. Just take it. I'll get rid of that. Get rid of you. We'll do some tomatoes because that'll get the money in faster. And then we plant some more tomatoes. Come on, tomatoes. Tomatoes or tomatoes? Come on, give me another tomato. Now the good thing is, if you go over these crops with the wheat, by accident or something like that, you'll always get that money back. It doesn't take anything off the money. It gives you 100% of what the money was. I think that's pretty cool. So the developer has done some really cool stuff in this. Just some other questionable things have happened. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I hate tomatoes. I've got to sell 20 of them. Come on, come did I sell them all already? No, just taking a sweet time. Look, go sell tomatoes. Right, because you can't get a house just yet, which you need for the farmer. But that should be enough. We unlocked carrots. Yay! We've unlocked carrots. We're going to get turnips next. Oh, what's to do with the carrots? Can you see the pattern this is going in? Right, so now we've got a house. You can upgrade the farmers and stuff like that as well, which is really nice. The fact they can be upgraded. Right, so I need a queue. I need a house. Where's a house? Oh, I still need to get all the material. I forgot about that. I would love to buy a lumberjack. Is that done yet? Sweet. Right, let's put him up here. I'm gonna leave a gap. But then you go over here. If you got 2 silver coins, you can get 1 farmer. Now the next one is going to cost you 6. So that's 600. That's still 500, and that's still 800. Way too much. So what you got to do, you come up to your house. You have to tell him that he can actually sleep in there. So that should have been all made. And you say, wait, you, come over here. You'll make sure he comes over to the field. Now the farmer can only plant wheat. So hopefully he's going to take note. Sometimes this works first time, sometimes it doesn't. But as long as there's a pathway and he can see what you've done. I don't know what he says about farmers really. If they have to watch you plant this. Probably part of instinct. So if you want him to do the whole thing, you have to do the whole thing. However, you still have to come over and collect it all. Otherwise, he just stands there staring at it. I think the farm is a little bit dim, quite frankly. So once you've done all this, I say you go off and get yourself a second patch for just you. Let the farmer do the wheat. You've got to go and sell the market, actually sell the wheat for yourself done. And you do one with just the tomatoes and the carrots afterwards. That way you can unlock more stuff. Now there he goes, look, there he goes. Yes, he's figured it out. Well done, farmer. Look, I can keep going, farmer. And as you can see, it's got the indentation of the previous plants. Now, you might be able to, I think you can upgrade them later on to do tomatoes and that. But as that costs some money, you might want to be careful with that if you're saving up for buildings and stuff like that. Which I think this needs a research tree as well. That whole blueprint thing I don't like. I think you should have a research tree and that'd be better. But there you go. Right, we need to go and tell you to sell all our beautiful stuff. Otherwise, you will never figure it out. So whenever you're doing something else on your island, you're going to have to come over and do this part. But there you go. I do think gatherers and the other people will probably do it automatically. But like I said, there was no instruction to begin with. And quite frankly, I got bored, so I just started demolishing everything on the island. It's about half an hour just destroying everything. All the stones, everything. Oh, dear me. That's called getting sidetracked. Now, there you go. A farmer's planted these plant. He hasn't done the whole field. I think there needs to be some work on the old farmer's intelligence, quite frankly. Right, so I need to sell all this. We got 5 coins. Right, we can get another one. Who are we going to get? We're going to get the carrier or the gatherer. Our gatherer costs 800. And that's it. You can continue playing, which I'm going to. I think that is way too short for the demo. There needs to be more stuff added in. Now you can still unlock some stuff. But it just takes a while, you know. I'm going to unlock the carrier. It's not going to let me. Oh. Build a house. A warehouse in order to hire carriers. I need a warehouse. That sucks. I get another farmer. Stick him in the arsenal. But 2 of you should be able to do that whole field. You little annoyance. But what do I need for house market? The island's quite small as well, but that's fine. It's the first stage. Right, achievements. What do I need for a warehouse? Recruiting spots. Unique recruitment tent allows you to hire workers for your farm. A worker will come every 7 days. That's fair enough. Cop. Build a market and sell carrots to unlock cop. Okay. Market level 1 increases the size of the market. House. I think you should just kind of automatically do it. Now I do like the fact that farmers unlock themselves their own upgrades. They don't have to do each and every single one. In order to build a warehouse, I have to sell more tomatoes and a lot more carrots, both of which take time. And I'll be interested in you. Honestly, you guys, I think this has a lot of potential, but right now I think it's way too early. Like, the whole coins thing needs to be redone. Your character should be able to run faster. There should be a button to make him run faster. Let me start smashing keys. No, can't find one. It takes way too long to get from one part of the island to the other part. Go farmers! So let me access that building. Yeah, so you unlock them, you get more people in house, you unlock the other parts of the market. It's just, like I said, it's got nice elements to it, and the automated side does interest me. It's going to cost 1,200 there. That's just too much for the bar. You need to reduce the cost of these guys, and give them at least one of each to begin with, so they can start seeing the automated side straight away. Because anyone who's coming here for the automated side, I think I'm going to get bored way before they get to that. Because the person recommended this to me did say it was an automated game. I don't think it is. I think it's more of a farm game. This is an automated farm game. I think it's just more of a farm game. And that's not a bad thing. But if you want an automated farm game, you need to get the automated side along a little bit quicker. Because this chopping down wood and that, it's nice, quick, easy flow. This is actually really good. The game is really cute. The world looks nice. But the demo, I think you need to come back and do some more on it. Like I said, right, I can't. Where's the escape to the main menu? There we go. Oh, push escape. Nothing's happening. Okay. Right, so it's not letting me leave the game. It's trapped me in the game. No. Right, we back on. Yeah, I think got it. Sweet. It kind of bugged out a little bit then. But like I said, the game looks really nice. This right here, this really drew my interest. I was like, oh, cool. And you can set up these all-made farms. You can do all this stuff. But in the demo, you can't. I think your demo needs to be redone, developer. And this needs to be sorted. Oh, let's change the sound settings. That's why it's loud in my headphones. Right. Oh, dear me. Yeah. So for a demo, I say this has been released way too early. You need to get this stuff sorted. But what I'm seeing of the actual potential, and I'm talking about what it could be. Right now, it's not there. What it could be, this game looks like it could be really cool. And I think a lot of people who like the farm games, when you get a bit further along, will like it. A lot of people who like automated games will like it in the future. Right now, they're not going to like it because it takes way too long to get that chain up. And if they try your demo, I don't know the difference between what's in the demo in the game. Normally demos, as far as know, they've always thought, were a way to sell the game. So if you haven't got anything, you've got all this missing from the actual demo, how can players know if they can actually even run it? Because your game could be huge, your game could be tiny. Even if you read readouts on the Steam pages, that is not always the case when it comes to games. You need to know display settings. You need to know what hardware it works on and everything else. And you can watch any of my other videos. I'm normally a lot nicer to indie game developers. I'm not trying to be horrible or anything, but I don't think this is a proper demo just yet. I think this is beta version, and you should put that on there. If it's a beta version, just put it on there. Because everyone's fine with it. They understand what beta version is. They understand early access is a little bit further along. Then they understand full release. But I would say this is a beta. I wouldn't class this as a early access. I'm not saying to be mean. I just letting people review my videos aware, because I think they should play the demo, because what I showed them is basically it. And I think the demos need to be, one, a bit bigger, but the only thing you really need to do is take the coin system out, reduce the cost of the first farmers, put them like 30 brass coins, and for the gathering the other one, that way they can start off the early part of the chain. That is so important, the early part of the chain. You ask anyone who plays automation games, they know when they put down the first set of conveyor belts and they make the first item, they will know whether or not they like that game straight away. But in this, it takes too long to get to that point with the farmers and everything else, because you've got to save up all the silver coins. Anyway, as always, it's not up to me, it's up to you to do you. That was Mr. FARMBOY, the demo, which I think needs a lot of work. This has been PulseBeetle. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Keep the pulse. And remember, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see the next one, you can just subscribe and you'll be notified when it's up and running.